Welcome back to Epochs Across Eras. In this series on the Han Dynasty, we explore how one of China's greatest dynasties rose from rebellion to become an imperial superpower. In our last episode, we saw how Emperors Wen and Jing ruled with restraint and created an age of peace. Now, we shift to their successor, Emperor Wu of Han, who took that stable foundation and launched bold new reforms, sweeping military campaigns, and deep philosophical changes. His reign would define Han China's peak of power, prestige, and influence. Join us as we explore how Emperor Wu reshaped the empire and left a legacy that echoed across millennia. He ruled for 54 years, the longest reign of any Han emperor. Under his leadership, China expanded its borders, centralized its power, and adopted Confucianism as the soul of the state. His name was Liu Qi, but history remembers him as Emperor Wu, Han Wudi, the martial emperor. From wars with the Xiongnu to opening the Silk Road, from court rituals to iron monopolies, his policies reshaped China from a loose empire into a powerful centralized state. But how did he do it? And at what cost? Let's explore the reign that defined a dynasty. Born in 156 BCE, Liu Qi ascended the throne in 141 BCE at just 16 years old. Intelligent, ambitious, and politically savvy, he quickly made it clear he would not be a passive ruler. Where Wen and Jing ruled with frugality, Wu aimed for greatness. He expanded the imperial court, encouraged debates among scholars, and began reshaping the ideological foundation of the state. He ended the favoritism of Taoist and legalist thought and turned toward Confucianism, selectively. Wu saw Confucianism not just as moral teaching, but as a tool to unify and legitimize imperial rule. In 136 BCE, he declared Confucianism the official ideology of the court, funding schools and establishing a meritocratic system based on the 5 classics. This was the beginning of the civil service exam system, training generations of scholar officials to serve the emperor. Emperor Wu's foreign policy was bold and aggressive. His most enduring conflict was with the Xiongnu, the powerful nomadic confederation to the north. For decades, Han China had tried to appease them through tributes and marriage alliances. Wu broke with this strategy. He launched full-scale military campaigns to drive them back. Led by generals like Wei Qing and Ho Qubing, Han armies pushed deep into Xiongnu territory. Victories in the Gobi Desert and modern-day Mongolia broke the Xiongnu's dominance and secured China's northern frontier. But these campaigns came at a cost. Hundreds of thousands of soldiers, massive state spending, and heavy taxation on the population. Wu's military ambitions extended further. He conquered parts of modern-day Korea, northern Vietnam, and Central Asia. In 138 BCE, he sent Zhang Qian westward to seek alliances and intelligence. Zhang's journey, though filled with setbacks, opened new diplomatic and trade routes. Thus began the Silk Road, linking China with Central Asia, Persia, and eventually Rome. Emperor Wu was not content with military might. He also centralized economic control. To fund his campaigns, he nationalized salt and iron production, imposing state monopolies. These industries became major revenue sources, but stirred controversy. In 81 BCE, after Wu's death, a famous debate took place in court, the discourses on salt and iron. Confucian scholars condemned the monopolies, arguing they hurt the people. Bureaucrats defended them, citing their necessity in defending the realm. This ideological clash between moral governance and pragmatic control would echo throughout Chinese history. Wu also introduced new coinage, standardized weights and measures, and strengthened border commanderies with appointed officials loyal to the throne. His policies reduced the autonomy of nobles and regional powers, making the emperor the true center of authority. Though Confucianism ruled in court, Emperor Wu remained open to various beliefs. He sponsored rituals to heaven and earth, conducted grand sacrifices at Mount Tai, and was fascinated with immortality cults and alchemy. He even built the luxurious Palace of the Sweet Springs for Taoist ceremonies and longevity experiments. Art and literature flourished under his reign. Court music was formalized. Poetry, especially Fu rhapsodies, became a dominant genre. Emperor Wu's court was not just powerful, it was culturally radiant. Emperor Wu of Han left behind a transformed empire, territorially vast, philosophically unified and administratively centralized. His reign marked the Han Dynasty's golden peak, yet his legacy is complex. His wars and reforms drained the treasury and burdened the people. Toward the end of his life, he recognized these costs. In his final years, he issued the Edict of Repentance, acknowledging his excesses and calling for lighter governance. Still, his impact is undeniable. He institutionalized Confucianism, created the early civil service, expanded China's cultural reach, and opened the world through the Silk Road. Han Wudi didn't just rule an empire, he reshaped what it meant to be Chinese. Next time, we'll dive deeper into Han China's frontier diplomacy and the legacy of the Silk Road. Thank you for watching Epochs Across Eras. If you enjoyed this journey through history, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Let's keep exploring the past to uncover the stories that shaped our world. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep exploring the epochs that define us all.